I'm going to do this one differently. Usually I kind of pause as we go along, kind of listen to things and kind of react and everything. I'm actually just going to listen for first and foremost. We'll watch it together and then I'll go through it more slowly. So, let's go. Oh, okay. I like what it's...
Darkest hours nearing, in silence we're drowning. Hear the wind tonight beneath the shattered heaven. Who do not faith through the tears we tried. All the way out, but I don't wanna take it. Buried alive, and we just gotta shake it. Ooh, our feet is sinking, and this time we'll fight it.
I turned it down. Hopefully that was okay. That looks like the one I was just trying to find. Oh, it is. It's actually. I was just fighting it. Oh my god. How humiliating. Oh, that's cool. They're telling you need to pull Jian to win. Honestly, they have a point in that. That was so cool. It felt like the culmination of everything that we've experienced so far. I'm so glad I have played the game before listening to this. And this... I could be wrong about this, maybe I'll be disproven, but this was like the perfect time to have watched this and to have heard the music. The music's incredible, by the way. I'm looking forward to breaking it down in more detail in a moment. But it just felt like seeing the child, for example, just after we've seen the scene with Scar, felt really impactful. Seeing the tacit discord attack the town, the city. Oh, it just felt... It felt like it felt like hype. It felt like the build-up of everything that I've experienced so far in-game. And yeah... I like this approach of experiencing a lot of things in game and then watching the cinematic. I feel like I wouldn't have wanted to watch this first more than anything else. When you say you're breaking it down, could you dance? I think I won't be dancing yet. Maybe at 20k subscribers I'll dance. The instrumental version of this was the login screen music between 1.0 and 2.0. Okay. That's interesting. But let's go in more detail, because that was a lot to take in. A lot was happening, but it felt like a lot of things that I have already seen and reflected on. I love the build-up of the music as well. The introduction of the strings at the beginning, then the piano that came in, followed by the electronic section. So, if we go back out through this in more detail, I have my template, I have my keyboard. Let's go into this. So, we're in the key of D minor. And we know that because the violin does something like this. It's more of a solo violin. It's kind of that sort of sound. It's still a bit loud compared to your voice. I'll lower it down even more. It feels very... I'm feeling very tense listening to this so far.
The darkest hours nearing, in silence we're drowning.
I love the fact that on the word drowning we have that filtered sound. The filtering is on the sound effect. It sounds... Well, I didn't mean to do that. I like the fact that we're kind of descending downwards. It feels like things are getting dark, essentially. We have a vocoder on the vocals. Kind of as things are distorting and getting more chaotic, the vocals kind of almost erupt, essentially. The melodic line was like... And it feels like we're kind of at this, and this time we'll fight it. I mean, I'm definitely struggling to fight it personally, but it feels like we're really kind of building up to something. And that's kind of how I felt as soon as we got the introduction to a lot of the story from Scar. Okay, now we just have straight action. It felt like that was the emotive build-up, and now we've got the action. And we know that because all the orchestral instruments, so the strings and the piano in particular, have been overtaken by this electronic drum kit that sounds a little bit like this. It's kind of that sound. Wait, actually, come to think of it, have I even seen Rover? I could have just completely missed it, but has Rover even been here? Rover isn't in this cinematic. Rover who? Exactly, Rover who? One small thing that I found really cool just then, there was like a shimmer effect. So the phrase was... But we had an interesting effect. This is Cubase, by the way, that I'm using to do all of this stuff. But it sounded a bit more like this. crazy expressive. Almost feels very haunting in nature. And that was happening on the vocals. One thing I think that's really, really cool here, leading up to this section where we fight this demon of an enemy who, if you've been watching the stream, you'll know I had a bit of a hard time against, to put it that way. But it's the filtering. So it's, let me think of a good example of an instrument to do this with. Something like the bass. That's a normal bass sound, but if we add the filtering that this track was doing, it sounds a bit more like this. So this is the normal. That's kind of what's going on here, essentially. We have the violin from the beginning again. Oh, that was really cool. Just feels very kind of melancholic but haunting, but kind of gets me excited to play more of this game as well. That was really, really cool. I enjoy listening to that. And I'm looking forward to experiencing the other cinematics too. I feel like I should maybe like pace it a little bit. In fact, I should check how many more did you say I could watch as I go through 1.0. There's Waking of the World. I'll probably do like one per stream or something like that. Sounds like to be continued. Yeah, you know, I hear that. It does sound like a sort of to be continued feeling as well. I should also check, actually, if anybody actually suggested I listen to Saving Light in the main spreadsheet. No, it doesn't look like it. Nobody suggested this. Well, is the song actually called Saving Light, or is it just the cinematic is the name of it? Waking of the World song name. Oh, song is also Saving Light. Okay. In which case, nobody ever suggested it, interestingly. I may upload this as a kind of one of those music composer reacts thing, but this will be the first time I'm actually doing it live. So I hope you enjoyed that. It was nice to listen to, and I'm glad to kind of like have experienced the game a little bit and also being able to listen to the music and a cinematic too. It feels like I'm getting more context. I'm gradually being able to understand the game in more detail. It's the song name too. I was stepping away for a bit. We're watching Saving Light. We've just finished watching Saving Light. I was just going back to look at it a bit more. But really cool cinematic. I'm looking forward to the other ones too. Maybe on Saturday, I will. I don't want to. I'll just do one at a time. I think, especially because it doesn't look like there are too many. Actually, no, there's quite a bit actually. Yeah, I'll do the next one on Saturday, but I might do two on Saturday. I might do Waking of the World and As Fate Has Decreed.